As a Phineas, so incredibly drawn to the charisma and the power and the genius and the how would you say the nobility in a lot of ways of Coriolanus. He brings my game up in a way, and and yet he's in a lot of ways destroyed everything that I've ever stood for. So there's this sense of I would love to see his head in my hands. I would love to see, you know, my my knife in his heart. But at the same time, there's this obsession with him. He fills. I actually feel that Phineas in a lot of ways has a there's nobody quite like him amongst his ranks, and it's kind of a lonely existence. And if there's one person that would match up to him, and in fact more than match him, it would be Coriolanus, and in that way they're kind of perfect together, if you like. Did a lot of looking into, the Chechens and Shea especially, um, and a lot of great documentaries on Chechnyan war, and but especially on Shea, and just kind of climbing into those characters. I've also played uh, very kind of historic and heroic characters before, between Leonidas and Beowulf, and who else? Attila the Hun, and so for me, it's always kind of fascinating to climb into that mindset and see how you can make it different each time, which is another reason that I kind of found that the whole idea of doing Shakespeare, because other than the play I did at the beginning, I've never done Shakespeare before, but I've grasped kind of more classical dialogue doing these other roles, but to take it all the way into Shakespeare, I thought would be fun. He's an amazingly talented, intelligent, and intense character. I never quite came across anything like it before, and I don't know how he's managed to pull it off. I mean, for me, to take on the role of Coriolanus alone is a daunting task, and he's handled it with incredible aplomb, and he's also directing a very tough movie, and I think he's been incredible, but he's had to be so focused, and he's managed to gather the respect in a huge way of actors that I love and respect. He's been incredibly generous with his time, and very smart with his observations, and he's also an incredible actor. So just to face off against him has been a really challenging and enlightening experience.